Before anything else, let us have an icebreaker first before going to the report proper. In here, we prepared a short game for you entitled 4 Picks One Word that is related to our topic. So what do you see? Can you guess or do you know the answer? Well, if your answer is the Wheel of the River, then you are correct. The Wheel of the River, written by Alfredo Q. Gonzalez Jr. Alfredo Q. Gonzalez Jr., born on the 23rd of May in the year 1946, is an educator, essayist, and a well-known civic leader in Central and Western Visayas. He writes familiar and inspirational essays and has published 2 books of essays, namely The Call of the Heights, which was published locally, and The Bamboo Flower, published in the US. However, neither of the 2 will be the essay that we will be discussing. Instead, we will be discussing his essay, The Wheel of the River. The Wheel of the River talks about the life of man on earth. The river is likened to a person's life. In this literary piece that Gonzalez wrote, he talked about his encounters with the river named Bakong. It has been his routine to trace the river's source in the neighboring hills whenever he gets the chance to visit his wife's ancestral home, which stood beside it. One time, during his ritual in which he was accompanied by his elder son and a student friend, he noticed something enigmatic with the river as they followed its path. Unlike the previous years of his visit, River Bakong was hot and beyond dry, that even the tiniest drop of water cannot be seen. The mystery does not end there as they continued wandering half a mile from the sea where the river should be flowing in its normal depth. It remains unchanged. However, they eyed the stream upon pursuing their way downhill, which caused the writer some realizations. The river never lost its will and forfeited its mission to reach the sea. Instead, it stayed optimistic and searched for an alternative course to escape the harsh situation by tunneling its way under its sandy bed. Now, let's head to the elements of the essay, The Wheel of the River. In here, we will be sharing with you the different elements, which are tone and audience, thesis, structure, evidence, and conventions. First off, tone and audience. We have noticed 3 tones that were used: solemn, positive, and inspired. Solemn in the sense that the essay was written in a serious manner. The attitude of the writer was very professional and sound knowledgeable at the topic at hand. No sarcastic remarks was made as well as humorous ones. The writer was also positive about life regardless of the unfortunate occurrences that may happen. He was also narrating as if he was inspired. The targeted audience is its readers, especially those who have been experiencing hardships and downfalls, as it engages them to not give up and continue life with how the writer narrates the essay and conveys the message.
The life of man on earth has lots of circumstances, discouragements, and difficulties. Most of the time, these things redirect us to lose our sight in our goals. Little did we know that these things are just make us stronger as a human being, and we may not know that surpassing these challenges will make us serve our purpose. Man's life on earth speaks for determination. To reach the goals in life, we need to have the will and courage. We must always look at the silver lining and find solutions to solve each problems that we encounter. Boosting our confidence will help us to continue reach our goals. Just like what the essay said, if we cannot overcome it, undercome it just like the river did. The essay is in narrative form, and it follows the structure of an essay to have an introduction, body, and conclusion. The author makes use of his own experiences and wrote it in first point of view. It is because the author wants his readers to be part of the story. The author engaged his story by making an interesting introduction about what happened in the river. He also makes his essay more interesting when he relates the flow of the river in the life of man, which catches the reader's attention. And the last part of his essay, which the conclusion, he made a personal statement for it.
On its seventh paragraph, the evidence is shown to prove that accomplishment of River Bakong has already proven by greatest known people who didn't give up despite of their worst conditions. He also properly stated it in his own words. With this evidence, he gave justice to the river and veracity to his opinions. Anyone who will read this essay will surely be convinced and persuaded. If we talk about conventions, there are three things that we should consider. First are tenses, next are titles, and last the names. First, what are tenses? If we talk about essay, we should take note that the usage of past tense and present tense are very important. This is to keep the literary workflow and never stop. It is also used to portray what is already done, what is currently happening, and things that will happen in the story. In the essay, we saw a lot of verbs, a lot of action words, like singing, calling, running, and flowing, and also use of should, would, and could. Words that ends with ed, which we call past tense, and of course, the is, are, and was are present. Titles should also be considered. For independent published books like long poems, plays, and periodicals, titles should be underlined or italicized. For longer works like essays and short stories, it should be enclosed by quotations. The single names mentioned are addressed accordingly, because just by reading those names, you already know who are they. However, the writer also used a full name because it would be confusing if we cite it separately, like Cecil or Rhodes.